Hello everyone and welcome once again to another Starcraft 2 beta gameplay commentary. I am your host WTii, giving you a 1v1 on the map Desert Oasis. It's myself as Protoss versus tobLeroNe as Terran. I do like tobLerones, but do I like this tobLerone? I just don't know. So yeah, this is a big map. I'm not the biggest fan of this map. Technically I think it is well designed as a map maker, but I don't like playing it really because I like smaller maps. I like to be aggressive, and this is a map that's hard to be aggressive on. So on this map I tend to do rather bizarre strats, and one of them is going to involve trying to expand here. Now I decided to take that expand rather than this one, that one, or that one, because usually if he was to send an SCV up to my base up here, his SCV would go around this way. So yeah, I was quite aware of that. It's got my probe here. I just want to do a bit of harass if I can on these SCVs that are trying to build their barracks and supply depot, since that's obviously what he has to make, because that's what all Terrans have to make at the start, so I know he's going to be doing that. So whilst he's doing that, I actually decide to mess around with him a bit in the base. Doing no real harm, just annoying him really whilst I'm massing economy, because I want to get that expansion, so I can't really spend my resources on anything else apart from a Nexus. The Nexus is 400 minerals and it isn't that easy to get right at the start of the game, so I'm taking quite a big risk here, but if I get it, it might well just pay off. So the barracks is down. He's going for a refinery, which you know, he's obviously going to want to get a tech lab or reactor. It's not like, oh wow, he's got a refinery, that must mean he's getting that purely for that. I mean, everyone needs gas, so the quicker you can get yourself refineries and whatnot, as long as you've got a reasonable amount of probes, drones or SCVs on minerals, the better. He's got himself an early command center. That's interesting tonight. He's probably going to use a mule on there, but I don't know for sure. A lot of Terrans do. Basically a mule is like, oh, here we go, yes he does. He's also got his marine here. I just about managed to get that probe out, just about. Clicking, spam clicking, trying to avoid any sort of a fire that I could take from that marine. Luckily I do, so I can use him as an extra scout just to go here and here. As you can see, he's targeted to do. So just in case the SCV has decided to go over there and expand, but I don't think they have. I'm just doing it anyway because I certainly don't want to bring that probe back against those marines. Tech lab is going down, so he's going to want to get marauders, and second barracks is going down, so that's interesting to note, rather than going for a tech route. Although a lot of Terrans get a lot of barracks anyway, to be quite frank, just like Protoss would get a lot of gateways. So as you can see, this mule is helpful because it's faster than an SCV at bringing back minerals, so the more minerals he can get himself, the more marauders and marines he can pump out. He's thinking something's going on here. I don't know if he's scared of my main base yet, but I'm bringing all these probes over here to my expansion since that's about to go up, and I'd rather have, even though that is a bit of a trek, and you know, I'm just playing the game, it is beta after all, I don't know off heart whether it would have been better just to keep them probes there, but or take the while to bring them over here this early in the game, because obviously whilst I'm doing that I'm not getting many minerals back at all, but once they do get there they're going to be getting quite a bit more minerals. Let's have a look. I think it's 7 minerals per node at the rich mineral field, 7 or 8 each time you pull back, instead of only 5 from these ones. But I don't know there's any way to find out for sure, apart from obviously practicing it, and I haven't usually got high yield minerals, nor have I actually decided to take the time to just sort of mine it with one probe just to see. I suppose I should do that, because then I could have given you an answer on that. Never mind. Here we can see him going up this way, like I told you, when they send units up they usually go this way, which is why I went for this high yield, because I was assuming that hopefully he would do that, just naturally go up. He actually has scouted this. I think I missed that out because it's hard. I've got my probe here, little block going on, forge there to build some cannons down if I can get them. I wanted the forge there so I could block here with the probe, but I didn't know whether he's going to come with a whole army like this or whether just a small thing so I could try and hold him off, but I can't hold that off. I don't think it was just the one probe, do you? So as we can see, these marauders and marines are coming up. They're going to get me. Who knows? So I've got myself a gateway, nothing special, another gateway. Oh yes, it's not looking good for my main base, is it? You see the marines are attacking the forge down from the ground there. They can do that because he has units that are up the cliff. As long as you have units up the cliff, like a flying unit or an observer or a ground unit that is on top of the cliff, you will be able to attack units that are above it from underneath. So, I don't think my probes are going to fare too well, so I think I get all my probes out of there. I say all of them, whatever probes I can get out of there. I don't think many are going to survive against that. Yeah. Oh dear. What a noob, eh? I've lost my main base already. Well, we shall see. Right now, he's got himself another barracks. 2 reactors, which means he's pumping out 2 marines at a time. Reactors basically mean that you can make 2 units at a time, but it's restricted to only marines, because you need a tech lab to get like marauders or reapers or ghosts. So he's going to mass marine this by the look of it, because he's thinking, hang on, I haven't left yet. What's going on? I want to finish this game. I don't want to hang around with this noob. I'm going to mass marines and just roll all over him. Roll all over his face. Well, we'll see about that, will we? So, yeah, I've got my expansion down now, or shall I call it my main base? I'm not sure. That was a bit of a mistake. You could see here. Whoops. Probably should have positioned the gateways a bit better, but I mean, I was very panicky this game. I would apologise for later on. My micro could have been a bit more effective, I would say, but never mind. You'll see about that later. I could have probably been a bit more effective, probably did a bit more damage, probably just lost a few less units really. But I was out of my comfort zone in this game because I've not really done this before, so in my mind I'm quite panicky. I decided to go down for a bit of a hit and run, and that's like the worst timing imaginable because he's just brought units from my main down to here. I should have really seen this coming. If anything, I should have just sent a probe, just sacrifice the probe, send him up there, so what if he gets killed? At least that way I know that an army is coming. Worth the 50 minerals, that way I didn't waste pylon or whatever damage he just did there. But running him down, he's doing a smart thing here. Whilst he's got my attention, he's bringing up units from his main base over here. So this is like, oh no, my head. So I've got to pull these units back. I'm losing pylons all over the shop. So yeah, this is not looking good for me. He's probably thinking he's got this. He's got me under his thumb, completely under control. But I'm bringing it back. Come the stalkers, come the zealots, take him out. He's going to want a marauder and hit those zealots and then run back a bit, as marauders usually do. But he hasn't got enough of an army to do it. He can't fend off that many stalkers, so he's having to retreat. I can now take off a few free kills whilst I get to keep this expansion.